As you guys know, I got my hands on Assassin's Creed Valhalla early to show you some new gameplay and give you my full first impressions. In this video we're going to be talking about the great battle to take Burgh Castle. We'll discuss the preparation for the battle, the siege gameplay itself, and also an awesome boss battle that takes place at the end. There'll be lots of uncut, uncommentated footage as well, so you can make up your own mind what you think about the game. We're also going to discuss the historical accuracy of the battle site, Burgh Castle, which you can visit in real life. But if you guys are looking for an in-depth guide on the new skills, abilities, perks and character build system, take a look at the other links down below in the video description. I've got loads of new guides coming out about Assassin's Creed Valhalla. If that sounds interesting to you, just subscribe, press the bell notification icon, and you'll be the first to know as soon as it's out. But for now, let's set the scene with the intro.
Oswald, the future king of East Anglia, has fallen. Killed by a rogue Dane army. He was the only man with the vision to unify this kingdom. A land where Saxons and Danes may live together in peace. For that vision, we go to war.
Now you can play as a male or female. I chose to play as a male and the voice actor was just so much better than Alexios from the last game in my own opinion. And just so you know, I was playing a 1080p live stream of the game, so if you notice any lag, blurriness, it was actually just my internet connection. The final game is not going to look like this and it's still a work in progress.
If Rued's clan continues to roam this kingdom unchecked, the people of East Anglia will be as ravaged as these lands.
And where do we find ourselves? Riding into defense to beg a horde of frightened farmers for aid.
To fight for a king that you gave them, Finir. Remember that.
So before the great battle commences, you must first raise men from Thetford to join your cause. You do have dialogue opportunities to convince him, but I failed, so I had to retake Kingsbury for him in order for him to lend me his men.
In past times, that horn was used to muster fyrds all across our land. You may find others who have warmed to its call.
Good. Whatever willing men you find, rally them soon at the ruins north of Burgh Castle.
Next we all assemble at the forward camp to discuss our two-pronged attack from sea and land on Burgh Castle, which does actually exist in England and is actually a place that was attacked, so it's all historically accurate.
Our forces move on the sea gate from the backwaters at their backs.
And once we're in, we'll leave no gate closed in that castle. Rued's men cannot be allowed to dig in further.
You also get two options to make a speech. I obviously chose to make one about freedom because Vikings love freedom and that's what they need to get them going.
Now, your chance has come.
So at the start of the battle, we're attacking from the sea in a cinematic-like storm.
You sailed through Helheim on a ship of fire.
Here, it may come to pass.
Dreams, life, maybe they are one and the same.
With thunder and lightning and rain hammering down upon us, Odin is on our side. We get to control our boat and direct it towards the castle gates as arrows are raining down from the heavens. You can tell your crew to brace as the arrows hit the deck to protect your men. You do, by the way, have your own boat, your own crew and followers, and you can check out the other video I'm making about the raids in Assassin's Creed Valhalla if you're interested in more details about how your crew works.
Close one that was!
Keep your shield arms limber!
Now!
Lucky the fire arrows didn't hit us.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, that looks insane. As we land on the shores though, it turns out the enemy have already prepared a sea gate to defend themselves. So we get our ram and we march up to the gate to destroy it. Meanwhile, the defenders are attacking us from all directions and this is turning into a pretty heated, large battle. In terms of the combat and abilities, you're going to feel right at home if you've played the previous Assassin's Creed games like Assassin's Creed Origins. After pushing through the first gate, we're barraged by even more fire arrows. You can also brace with your shield while operating the battering ram to try and avoid damage. but we push through to
kind
the
of
second
like,
gate
I
and
don't
try and
know
defend
what
from
it is
archers
exactly.
as we breach the fortress wall.
Okay, great.
There is one final gate before we can get within the keep, where King Oswald has been taken prisoner by another Viking clan. So we ran down the last wall and more enemies still greet us. Burgh Castle was in fact built by the Romans originally to protect cavalry against sea raiders. It's one of the best preserved Roman forts you can still visit today, and it did indeed have a sea wall on the east side, however it's long since fallen down into the marshland. According to historic research though, Burgh Castle was indeed extended into a motte and bailey castle. So Assassin's Creed is rather accurate in the sense that we do actually have to breach the Roman walls and then the motte and bailey walls in the southwestern corner of the castle, which you can kind of see in the aerial view of this image on the bottom left. But the mount of the motte and bailey itself has long since been levelled in real life. Assassin's Creed has perhaps glorified what Burgh Castle would have looked like, but this is a video game and you still want it to look cool, right? What I do really appreciate is that pretty accurate to history, so I'm very impressed.
Oswald. He lives.
Oswald lives! Eivor, is that you? Shut your ass, twig spine.
Stand fast. This will be over soon.
Worry not for me. You must stop this. Silence, fool. So this is what it comes to, Wolfkist? 2 Danes fighting over a filthy Saxon whoreson? If this swine is your prize, come and get him.
In terms of realisticness of the combat, the most recent Assassin's Creed games never intended to be realistic. Valhalla is like Odyssey in the sense that it makes you feel like you're a god descended from Odin or something with fun hack and slash abilities, and it's just that, it's a fun combat system. It's not trying to be like Kingdom Come Deliverance
so cool.
Medieval Simulator, it's a very different game. But again, watch the video link below where we go into detail about perks, abilities, and combat if you want more info on that. Once we dispatch a few more enemies, we can make our way up to the castle walls where the first boss battle takes place, with the enemy Viking clan leader, Rude.
The people of the Saxon comes to fight.
A miserable plan you laid through it.
And one that has bled this country dry for 2 summers.
Rude is a rather difficult enemy to take down because not only is he a raid boss himself, but he also has a pet wolf. I felt terrible for killing, and the wolf will basically circle you and attack you from behind and the side, so it's quite a challenge to keep them both in sight and kind of deal with them both during the battle. The easiest way I found to deal with them was to kill the wolf first and then take out Rude afterwards.
I didn't know you could get out.
Will not be you.
Rude will also attempt to cheat and heal himself every now and again, and he heals himself with chunks of health, so make sure you interrupt him with your bow before he heals back up to full health like I let him. Rude himself has a two-handed sword and he uses unblockable attacks and dashes that you need to dodge. Oh mate, just watching him butcher his wolf. Oh no.
I'm sorry, but I don't have a choice.
Oh dear. Oh no, he's crying about it now. Halfway through the battle he enters a rage mode and he ignites his sword so he does even more damage, and he also hurls flaming things at you as well. I'm getting a real Dark Souls vibes from these boss battles, which is a really positive thing to say. And they really gave an aspect of challenge and threat. After he ignited his sword, I used range with my arrows and abilities to dispatch him.
Why does a Dane fight tooth and nail for a Saxon? This Saxon's land is right as weakness.
Oh, I'm on fire. Oh no. Oh! I don't know if I made it to the cutscene.
Oh.
I think I did.
Yes, you win.
I literally died as that happened. Now, after you beat Rude, King Oswald will give you some petty speech about how he should have a trial.
You throw in with these wastrels? These Argir swine? For what? A scrap of land and a promise of peace?
Eivor, no! He should be tried before God, a lawful assembly. I won't have my reign begin with more blood spilt than is needed.
Oh, we get to choose.
Yeah.
I want to see him die.
He deserves death, Oswald. That's our way.
Eivor, please.
Nope.
Blood for blood leaves no warmth in the hearts of men, Eivor. None at all.
It's the Viking way. And of course, Oswald cries like a little girl.
I should speak with Oswald. See if he's well.
Maybe I'll bring him this body.
Finished! To the ships! Praise the Old Father! Oswald lives!
You fight well, heathen.
Not bad yourself, Saxon.
We did it! I can't believe we did it!
And Oswald yet lives! God, Eivor.
Saxon and Dane. We fought well, side by side.
If there is to be a future for both our kind, people like you and me will have to change the most to live within it. Even if that makes us uneasy.
When you're crowned king, the laws of this land will be yours to decide.
All this is like a dream.
But you're not asleep.
Well fought, the both of you!
You came as well, old friend.
If I'd known you were still alive, I would have stayed in Norwich.
Look around you. A happy occasion and a glorious victory.
And soon, something more grand to take place. Our wedding, my love. If you will still have me, that is.
And why would I not?
I fought poorly. I melted under the heat and anger of that brute. And I never...
Oswald, stop. You fought with all your heart and soul. That's all you need ever do.
Oh, she's so nice.
Yeah.
She's
Come
being
in.
very polite.
We have much to prepare for.
You can now head over to the wedding in Elmenham, which was honestly one of the funniest parts of the demo, as you're about to find out, with the secret romance
Wedding
option.
preparations in full glory.
Just like you to keep a king waiting at his own wedding.
Yet I arrived in the end.
And part of me worried you wouldn't.
I gave you my word. I came to feast.
I came for the food and the meat. Is there a wedding as well?
There is. You won't be disappointed by what Elmenham has to offer.
Now, during the wedding, I couldn't help making a Simba reference. Simba. Oswald is then crowned king of East Anglia.
Oswald of Elmenham, first of his name, the rightful king of East Anglia.
After the wedding, you'll find there are a bunch of mini-games that you can take part in and bet other people that you can beat them.
boy.
Starting out with a archery contest, but after you drink a pint of ale. So it's really actually quite hard to aim.
My aiming has actually got better when I'm drunk. That's depressing.
And the last one, yeah.
Next, I entered a
I
drinking
see.
contest, which I of course won. You basically had to time drinking so you didn't choke in order to finish more cups of ale than your contestant. You also have to balance to stay on your feet as well.
Hey!
Lastly, I found a romance option, which I'll link the full scene below if you want to watch that.
Just here on the docks is the place you've chosen.
After that, we conclude the festivities with the king's speech, and you also get the choice to chip in yourself. I just said skull, which means cheers in
Big
English.
king.
To the good King Oswald! Skull!
To Oswald!
Skull!
We're now pretty much done in East Anglia, however we can still talk to our now rather close friend Finir. And if you like, you can actually choose to recruit him into your clan and have him sail with you on your next adventure.
Sail with me. My ship could always use a wise head and a strong axe.
Together,
Together.
I'll gather my things.
And that was pretty much the main quest of the demo. But it's not all I did. There's also another epic boss battle, and I've made an in-depth guide on how to build your character as well, and I'll link all those videos down below in the playlist so you can just watch what interests you the most. And of course, I've got future videos coming out as well, so don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon, and then YouTube will let you know as soon as those release. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day and goodbye.